Good morning, dear children. Let's start with chapter 16 of the grammar book, that is was and were. So, children, we have to learn what was and were tell us. So, children, was and were tell us about the past. Past means जो हो चुका है, गुजर चुका है. All right. So, when you see that a sentence is telling about the past, then we use what? We use was and were. Okay? Now, one more thing you have to remember, children. We use was to talk about one person or thing. Okay? Now, we also use was with I, he, she, Karan. Now, Karan is what? It's the name of one single boy. Okay? And same is with Priya. Priya is what? It's the name of a girl. One single girl. Okay? So, we use was to talk about one person or thing. Now, were. We use were to talk about more than one person or thing. We use were with we, you, they. Okay? And when we are talking about more than one person, like the boys. Here we are talking about many boys. Okay? More than one. So, when we talk about more than one person or thing, we use were. Karan and Priya. Now, here also we are talking about two people. Karan and Priya. Okay, so here also we will use what? We will use were. So just remember that we use was to talk about one person or thing, and we use were to talk about more than one person or thing. Alright, children? Now, let's move further to the exercises given on page number 41. Tick the correct words in the brackets. I was or were in class 1 last year. Now, we are talking about past. Last year, जो year गुजर चुका. And we are talking about ourselves. I. Okay? So, with I, what do we use? We use was. So, here we will put a tick over was. So, I was in class 1 last year. Next, Tarun was or were not well yesterday. Tarun is the name of one single boy. So, we will again use what? We will use was. Tarun was not well yesterday. Next, Pankaj and Rohan was or were in the park. Now here we are talking about two people, Pankaj and Rohan. Okay, so what will we use? We will use were. Because when we talk about more than one person, we use were. So Pankaj and Rohan were in the park. Next, yesterday it was or were a cloudy day. Now, with it also, what do we use? We use was. Okay? So, yesterday it was a cloudy day. Next, they was or were not playing. Now, they, here we are talking about more than one person. We are using the word they. And with they, what do we use? We use were. They were not playing. Next, the vegetables was or were fresh. What will we use here? Were, because we are talking about plural here, more than one. The vegetables were fresh. Next, Madhu was or were alone in the house. Here we are talking about one girl, that is Madhu. So we'll use was. Madhu was alone in the house. Next, there was or were a poster on the wall. Now we are talking about one thing here, that is a poster. So we'll use was. There was a poster on the wall. Next, all the animals was or were happy. Now all the animals, we are talking about more than one here. So we'll use were. All the animals were happy. Next, the ship was or were very big. We are talking about one ship here. So we'll use was. The ship was very big. Let's move further to exercise C. Now fill in the blanks with is, are, am, was or were. So children, you have to fill in the blanks using is, are, am, was or were. If you remember, we learnt about the use of is, are and am in the last class. So, do you remember when do we use is, are and am? Children, is, are and am tell us about what the person is doing right now. They tell us about the present. They tell us about something which is happening right now. Okay? And was or were tell us about the past. So is, are and am tell us about the present, and was or were tell us about the past. So let's fill in the blanks with is, are, am, was or were. These books dash mine. Now, books meaning more than one. So we'll say these books are mine. Okay? We are talking about the present here. These books are mine. I bought them last year. Then I dash in London. Now we are saying that then, at that time, I dash in London. I was in London. ओके तब मैं कहाँ थी? तब मैं लंदन में थी. These books dash very interesting. Now these books are very interesting. I dash very fond of them. I am very fond of them. Now let's look at this next one. Now this is a conversation between Shubham and the teacher. So Shubham says, "Good morning, ma'am." Teacher, how dash you today? So what will come here? How are you today? We are talking about the present. Okay. So the teacher says, how are you today? Shubham, thank you, ma'am. Today I dash fine. Now we are talking about the present, that is today. So what will we write here? I am fine. Today I am fine. But yesterday I dash not well. But yesterday means kal, jo guzar chuka. So yesterday I dash not well. So what will come here, children? We will write was. Okay, we are talking about Shubham, one child. Okay, so we'll write was, and we are talking about the past here. That is, we are talking about yesterday. So we are using was. Yesterday I was not well. So the teacher says, did you go to a doctor? Shubham. It dash Sunday yesterday. It was Sunday yesterday. Like I told you, with it, what do we use? We use was when we are talking about the past. Okay? So, Shubham says, it was Sunday yesterday. So, our doctor dash not at his clinic. So, doctor, one person. So, again we will use was. It was Sunday yesterday. So, our doctor was not at his clinic. So, we are talking about yesterday, जो गुजर चुका है, तो इसलिए हमने क्या यूज़ किया है? Was. Now, children, similarly, do the next one on your own. Okay? Fill in the blanks with is, are, am, was or were. याद रखिए, is, are and am हम यूज़ करते हैं when we are talking about present. Because we know that is, are and am tell us about the present, about something which is happening right now. And was or were, was and were is used to tell us about the past. Okay? And was when we talk about one person or thing. And were is used to talk about more than one person or thing. Is used with he, she, it, or when we are talking about one person, place, animal, or thing, and that too in the present. Is, are, and am. Children, all these three words, they tell us about the present, about something which is happening right now. Okay? Remember? So, is used with he, she, or it, or when we are talking about one person, place, animal, or thing. Then, are is used with we, you, they, and when we talk about more than one person, place, animal, or thing. And we use am with I. Okay? So, do the third part on your own. Alright, children, that's all for today. Thank you.